Greetings and salutations, travelers. It's Dashboard Devil, and we are back at it. Gonna do just kind of a random stream today. And hey, Zesty stopped by and dropped a hello. And how's it going, Andre? Glad you could drop by. Where's the Tangny? Tangny? What's that? I don't know what that is. Hey, Krusty. Thank you for joining in today. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm currently at this planet that I ran across a few days ago. And look at all these friggin' bugs. They're like everywhere. There's so many of them surrounding. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 of them just like all around me all at once. Don't often see that. Usually see like 2 or 3 in the distance, but this feels like a whole lot more than normal. But it's a pretty sweet planet, you know, bioluminescent grass. And it does have storms, but it's still going to be a cool place to build, I think. Let's see, did I find everything here? I figure we'd just start off exploring this system. Okay, I did find all the fauna here today, or the other day. So let's check out a couple of other planets and see what we've got. We've got 4 other planets. We were just on Tangerine Haze. And this is in the No Man's High region around in Odialutai, Galaxy 256. And so yeah, we recently settled in Galaxy 256, and some of us have been doing a little exploring here and there, and I ran across this pretty neat system. Hey, Guthroom! How's it going? Okay, so... Yes, Andre, lots of cursing. Oh wait, I forgot to check this out before we left that planet. I had wanted to see what kind of staff weapons we could build. Like a nice staff weapon. I've got most of the parts. There we go. I don't need to talk to you. I just want to see your terminal. Just for, let's see what's here. Okay, I've got all those. Got all those. I will not tell your TA that you're watching the stream. Oh, alright, come here. I'll feed you. But if you smack me, you're gonna die. Okay, let's check out staff assembly. I always start with the Radiant Heart because that's basically my favorite. Okay, we've got green, it looks like. I've already got one similar that I'm holding right now. It doesn't have the pink crystal, which is super cool. But I want to go ahead and check what else we've got going. Oh, actually, I'll go ahead and build this just to see. Oh, dang it. Messed that up. Just to see what class it is. Because if it turns out it's just like a straight up S class, then I might consider keeping it. It's a B class. No. Let's move on. Go for the runic focus that turns everything orange with a purple light. Kind of cool. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. That's another B. Is the whole cabinet B? Yeah, Zesty, don't laugh laugh out loud too loudly. Don't want to get you in trouble. Okay, that's a C. Kind of cool if Sprite were my colors. Here's another favorite topper, the skull. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the purple, not as keen on the beige colored metal. Dark nights always sap your energy. Are you up in the north there, Guthrum? Let's see, salvaged aerator. Okay, tried the havoc coil. Oh, wait. I don't have the hands? Dude. Oh, and there's no hands in here either. Oh, weird. Could have sworn I had hands in this save. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Guthrum, I'm probably a little south of you. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. And it's starting in. I'm already using my my lamp. It's a good thing to embrace the noobness there, Zesty. Always a good thing. Embrace the noob, don't try to push yourself, enjoy the ride. Oh, it's almost completely dark where you are, Zesty. At least we had some sunshine today. Okay. No hands. Alright. Well, we've reached the extent of that for now. Maybe we'll run across some more. We can try to find another one of these on the other planets. Try to find some hands for the staff weapon. Are you trying to rub it in, Christy? Is that what you're trying to do? Rubbing it in that you've got beautiful blue sunlight? Okay. What is that one? I haven't even landed on that one. Oh, it's a gamma intensive. We'll swing by there after we get done checking out the fauna and whatnot on this planet coming up. The original name of this was just Skiptone, all one word. And I thought I would just make a play on the original name and call it Skipped 1. You didn't mean to, Christy. I do believe that. You're not a mean-spirited person. Right into the ocean. Let's see if we can find a little bit more land. I don't know if this is going to give us all of the fauna. And I can't remember. I think this is a paradise planet. Yeah. Yep, paradise planet. So we've got a verdant, paradise, and a viridescent. All like 3 lush planets in one 5 planetary system. That's pretty friggin' cool. Yo, Revivalizer. How you doing today, man? Hope all is well. Wow, this is a great, like, flat place to build. I just want to see what all kind of fauna we've got here. If I didn't have a full catalog of wonders, that would be pretty cool wonder. That would be cool. Yeah, speaking of that, Andre, what does everyone have for like random speculation? I'm guessing that we're gonna get a drop in the next couple of days. Cursed. I'm doing all right, Rev. It's been a wild couple of weeks, but doing all right, all things considered. All right, we might need to go to a different part of the planet. This is not a big enough piece of land for everything to show up. So let's hop in and head over to more land. I've got some of my own speculation as to what's going on, but it's kind of cobbled together from what other people have said. There we go. This looks like more land. Hey, Enra, how goes it? We are cruising around Galaxy 256, checking out this system that I found a few days ago. We've got 3 lush worlds in a 5 planetary system. And let's see, what have we got? It's got a 2-star economy and but 1 star on the conflict level. So not much conflict at all. I do like it. Oh, really? I was not aware that the internal branch updated. Nice. Okay. I guess then we're getting it tomorrow. Or Friday, maybe? Okay, that's 214 away. Let's go check that out. Got a big cat. A cow. Okay, let's see what else we have. We got 10 total on this planet. We got 2 more ground, a flying, and 3 underwater. Okay. That is true, Enra. They do tend to on Wednesdays. Sometimes, though, if things go wrong, it might get postponed. So I guess we'll see. And if I'm able to steal some time, maybe I'll do a live stream on it if it drops tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on a lot of things. Okay. 2 more ground, 1 flying, 3 in the water. There's our ground, or one of our ground. Maybe both of our ground. Oh, nice proto-gek. 6.2 meters. Look at that. Dude. Pretty big one. Let's see what the other one looks like, if this is the other one. Oh yeah, this is the other one. Nice. Not very colorful. But I love that helmet looking thing that they wear. And then that's the one that we just saw a minute ago. Got Wilford Brimley eyebrows. Right on. I love a good proto-gek. Alright, there's the other one. There's our last. Oh. Alright. 5.2 meter. What is this one called? A little Stegosaurus dude. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you off. I was trying to just get rid of this tree. Oh, never mind now. Let's try this again. What I really want is a photograph. Let's adjust the sunlight. Hey, Professor Cynical. How are you doing today? Hope everything is well in your world. Saw your vid drop, but I haven't had a chance to swing by and check it out, but I will be doing that later on. Zesty says, I got the most amazing giant bug as a pet in NMS this weekend. It even has one of those pink crystals right in the middle of its forehead. I have a bugacorn. Nice. Nice. I did see the gib drop there, Professor Cynical. I don't know if it's for sure part two. Maybe it seems kind of weird to be dropping something so big right after the last big update. But if that is what we're getting, I my thoughts are that it will be centered around the speculated purple star systems, and I would believe that those would be cursed and purple, and we'll get that purple mineral that showed up in the game when Worlds 1 dropped whenever you would go to a portal. I got a screen cap of that when I was playing, and it just had a placeholder name. It wasn't the actual whatever they're going to call it. Let's snap that shot real quick. But it's gonna be fun regardless. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I kind of, as the speculation started rolling in, I was like, okay, I'm not exploring any new places. This one I discovered like 4 days ago, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm not doing any more exploring until we see what drops, because I don't want to start anything new if I'm just going to leave it abandoned to go chase after to go chase after our new drop, especially if it's something big. So that's why we're here today, kind of tooling around in this system, just to see what's here. It's if you're just joining us, it's a cool system in Galaxy 256 Odialutai, and it's got 3 lush worlds in a 5-planet star system, 2-star economy, and gentle on the conflict. So it's a pretty sweet little system. All right, we've got all of the land creatures scanned in. So we've got a flying, mostly diurnal, so we might be able to see it at night. And we got 3 underwater left. All right, let's see if we can... Okay, there's the flying. Now we just need to go find some water. And I thought there was some close to where I was landing. And if you're wondering how I can jetpack around so much, I am running a mod right now that allows me to do what I think we should all be allowed to do in the game, is to just fly freaking freely. Alright, let's dive in. And like one of the things that I don't know that has gotten nearly enough attention in the Worlds update is how underwater has changed. It's so much more crisp and clear, and the cave systems in water now are just... I've never seen anything like it before in No Man's Sky, and it's just amazing to see after all these years of playing. What is this? Oh, we got a little crab hiding. Did not want to be scanned. Alright, we've got 2 more underwater to find. Where are they? Oh, I missed that comment. Some leaks from the creator chat I'm part of suggests that an expedition is to start at 2 p.m. GMT tomorrow. Okay, that's a good thing that I finished the last one day before yesterday. I'd already done it on PC, but I'd forgotten about it on my PlayStation, so I wanted to keep that one up to date and got it knocked out pretty quickly, much quicker than I did the first one. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet there, Joy Roth, if it's an underwater update to, like, they already added a bunch to the Worlds 1 update, so it will be fascinating to see what they could possibly add to that. It'd be great to have deeper than 100U water, like the oceans. It would be great to have larger areas of deeper water. Oh, just look at that scene right there. Oh, that's just nice. Very, very pleasing aesthetic. Yeah, yeah, there is a chance of that as well, Professor Cynical. Um, we'll just have to see. It won't be long before we'll get to see. So it'll be fun regardless. All right, now I'm gonna play with the sun a little bit. Drop it right in that little gap there. That makes for a fun little. Actually, let's add a little bit more clouds. Gives more visual interest in the top range of the image. Snap a shot of that. And then I want to do one more, change the time of day. Yeah, that's nice. I often take multiple versions of an image, then I play around and kind of sometimes edit them together, do a little brightness contrast on it to make it pop, and just kind of have fun with it. And sometimes I don't use any of the images. There was one I took, I must have taken 12 shots of the same image, all different kinds of lighting and effects, and I didn't use any, like I didn't post any of them. I just decided at the end of the day that I didn't like the composition and I just ditched it. And that, my friends, is how I have over 40,000 screenshots from this game. Yes, 40,000 screenshots. Cast out and it hits your freighter in deep space. You need a longer line to fish from the deck of the freighter. That freaking hilarious. Just look at that. Just look at how blue that water is. It reminds me of places like Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula. The color of the water just, oh, magnificent. Oh yeah, I forgot what we were doing there for a second. Back into the water, because the other place where we were searching, the other two fauna were not appearing. So here's one of them already. That was quicker than I expected, which is nice. More crabs. And we've got, okay. All ocean creatures here are crabs. Would you look at that? Hey, hey, Double Tap. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Yep, Professor Cynical, 40K screenshots. That is PlayStation, that is PC, and that's this this Christmas will be 7 years. 7 years of playing No Man's Sky come Christmas time. Alright. We've got 3 other planets to check out. Yeah, Joyroth, I had one of my shots retweeted. Oddly, Sean did not give me credit in the tweet, but he did tweet out my image. I thought it was odd, but you know, whatever. I don't owe him anything, or he doesn't owe me anything. But I also have had one of my images used in the splash screen for Expedition 3. That was the expedition where we started off on a planet with striders, and so my image was a strider on a moon, on an icy moon, and we actually visited there last stream, or was it the stream before? One of the last 2 streams we visited there. And I'd probably, they'd probably see more of my images if I still use Twitter, but I left Twitter. So I don't know if they, every now and then one of my images will get pretty big on the Reddit page, but I don't think they troll it enough to see my stuff on Reddit. I had one the other day that got up to 1,300 upvotes, and that was nice. Oh, there we go. Oops, wrong button. Just trying to scan these blood sacks. Dripping blood balloons. Just dripping all over everything. Just look at them. A sack of blood. Here, I'll feed you and you can just turn that into more blood. Alright, well, that was easy. Okay, where we are over here, I forgot to upload all of this. The blood sacks are pretty gross there, Christy. Alright, did I get them all? Yeah, got them all. Alright. Okay, we're off to the next planet. And what do we hear? Is this? Did we already do that one? Oh, that's the gamma intensive planet. We have not hit that one yet. Have not even landed on it. The name is kind of funny, the ProcGen name. Like I don't even have. It kind of reminds me of how people spell Ashley now. It's like got 13 letters and it looks really bizarre. Yo, shock and awe. Glad you could join us. It's going pretty good today. We're just doing a stream of consciousness, random as fuck stream. We're cruising around Galaxy 256 in a system that I found a few days ago. And we're wildly speculating about the new update. And checking out things like wonders. Like that'd be pretty cool as a wonder. And speaking of which, I don't know why Sean does this to us. Like we get this newfound thing of creating wonders, and then they drop all of this insane new flora. Oh, we got a frigate coming up through the ground. They drop all this insane new flora, and we still only have 12 wonder slots. Like, how, like, what even sense does that make? Like, freaking look at this thing. It's like a writhing bush on a stick. Like, that's just freaking cool as fuck. It would be better if it was animated. Like, it moves around a little bit, but it'd be cool if the colors, like, did like an octopus. That'd be sweet. And we're also scanning fauna, checking out what we've got here. And if anybody's interested in like, oh man, that's a killer wonder, or I've got to have that fauna right there, let me know and I'll flash the coordinates on the screen, and you feel free to join in. And if you want to meet up in the game, you should be able to, let me see, I think I've got it set. What is it? Let's try that. Yep, there's my friend code if somebody wants to hop in as well. And yeah, if you wanna join me in game, feel free. If you wanna check out this system or some of the other systems that we will check out later. Oh, check this one out. Those cool roots. It looks like turnip. Looks like freaking turnips. That's pretty hilarious. Shock and awe. It's over. We've run out of ideas. Someone said, who was it? Someone said the angry image is our faces when it's another planetary reset this soon. I think everyone would rage quit at that point. So many people already did. So, you know, there's that. Okay, we've got 3 more ground, 2 underground. Ugh. I usually don't like the underground because it takes forever to find them. But we got 1 more flying. Oh, here we go. What's over here? Whoa, little tiny, tiny scarab beetle. See what color it is. Nice. Not bad. Kind of hard to tell its exact color. Let's see what it looks like over here. Okay, it is green. I do like the markings. Those are really cool. This appears to be one of those planets where the fauna... Oh! Spoke too soon. Didn't think they were going to be showing up. I've encountered a few planets like that lately. It's like I have to fly all over the place just to get them to show up. They're just not doing it. Got to a new region of the planet. Oh, here we go. Little sail fin cat. I like the sounds that some of the cats make. I wonder if that's modeled after a real wildcat sound. What have we here? Holographic communicator. Oh, this is a pretty cool formation here. Oh, that's actually nice. Oh, dude. All right. Let me see if I've got room for it, or if I have to kick something else off. Nope, that's where I wanted. Minerals. That's just freaking cool. Oh man. A bunch of these are brand new. Yeah, even NMS is glitch building now. You got that right, Shock. Alright. I can get one of these anytime. I'll just replace that out. One of the things, let's see. Put down a wonder here. Sometimes I forget where. There it is. Oh, it's not letting me do it because I'm not in a base. Alright, we'll do that later. Okay, what else? Where else? 1 more ground. And I'm not even going to bother with the underground, but we should be able to see the flyer. Even the flyer's not showing up. Rude. Alright, Zesty, let me drop that in. Oh, wait a minute. I did not need to do that. Dork. No Man's Sky. Let's add No Man's Sky friend. Oops. Did it work? Oh, there it is. There's Zesty. You put the letter O at the front, but I knew that that was a 0 because when you put alphanumerical codes down, the letter O is omitted always. You're fine. I screw things up all the time. If we would all just admit that it's okay to fuck up, we wouldn't feel this internal pressure to apologize all the time. People do easy, simple mistakes all the time, and it should just not be a worry at all. I've got pie fingers too, says Joyroth. Come on, like, why is nothing showing up? It's just there's one more ground. There wasn't that many to start with. Okay. I'm gonna try one more spot. And if it don't go, then we go. Unforgivable. Like, we're having a hard enough time with the regular fauna. I don't even know why I'm trying to look for underground ones at this point. Thought I would take the opportunity if we happened upon a cave. Where the hell is it? Alright, I think we're just gonna go because I'm about done with that. Oh, dude. I've never seen a pink and yellow one. Dude. Let's get it to trigger. I was hoping that it would sit upright. Oh well, that's That's just, oh, because I'm, there we go. Alright, we'll just take a picture like this. This is just cool. And it could be used as a wonder. That might also be interesting. We really need, as I was trying to say earlier, way more slots for wonders. And outfits. That's the thing. That's the other thing I've been wanting for forever. I need a whole wardrobe of slots for saving outfits in this game. There's so many new things. Go ahead and record where this is at in case I forget later, because I might. Yo, Delta 1. How you doing today? Good to see you swinging by. You gonna do that stream later on with Joyroth? I'm doing all right. Not bad for a chilling out Tuesday. I've got a chronic pain issue that's bugging me a little bit, but it's not too bad. I've got it in check right now. Had a little extra NipNip before the show. That should do me up just fine in a little bit. Alright, we went there. We went there. Okay, we started out there. Okay. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Our third lush planet in this system. Yeah, Delta, you should be terrified. Joyroth is an amazing builder. You really know how to bite off more than you can chew there, Delta. Oh, in the ocean again. Let's hop out. Oh, I missed that earlier shock. I was content with just being able to name our saves. All icing now. Yeah, I get that. I was really happy about that. And being able to rename past discoveries. Oh, that's a long time coming, I tell you. Long time coming for that. I've been going back and renaming stuff that I named 5 years ago. It's been nice. It's that convergence of, oh man, what was I thinking with that dumbass name? And 2, I accidentally hit the enter button before I finished typing, and it was stuck that way forever. And what else? There was also the oh, the name perfectly encapsulates the planet, but now the planet's changed and it bears no resemblance to the name that it was given originally. So those are some different scenarios for why I'm so happy that we can now rename everything. This is a pretty sweet planet too. I mean, like 3 nice lush worlds. This one probably has storms, but it's got the great Protea wheel trees. Other people call them Vegas trees. I am not a day one player. I actually came in, I got it for Christmas of 2017. So I've been pretty much playing it since then. Like just a couple of days after I got it, I was playing it. So not a day one player. I was probably almost a year and a half in to the existence before I joined in. At the same time, I joined in when there was still only, you could only have one base. If you got out of your ship too fast, you would fall right through the map and had to restart, or just fall endlessly until you died. And when you did have your one base, you had to fly around with a like a transponder trying to search for one, and you'd have to do oh no, you just use your regular ship search. And I'm trying to remember if you had to select for a base computer when you went to search. I think that might have been it, but I can't remember. It has been a while. And then it would find you a base computer that was set up close to wherever you were scanning. You would fly down, and it would just be the circle of flat area with a base computer right in the dead center of it, and you could only build in that circle. It's like a dome. You could only build there. And that was wild. You could not build outside of the dome. I don't think glitching outside of it was even possible back then, but I was such a noob to this kind of game when I first started playing. So it took me a long time to get good. What have we here? Giant crab. 5.1 meters. Not as giant as I thought, but pretty decent sized. So yeah, I started in the days of plutonium. Like, it wasn't condensed carbon. Those same crystals were plutonium. And then we had giant archway deposits of iridium and giant phallic deposits of iridium. Those were pretty hilarious. But the color, the beautiful blue color, was amazing. Okay, that's all the ground. We've got 3 underwater. That's all we have left. Let's close to water. Yeah, there we go. Should be able to knock those out pretty quickly. And then after this, we might go check out the space station, and then swing by a couple of my builds. I've made a couple of advancements on some things. in the home stretch of one base. Oh, whoa, check out those weird looking... Oh, those are trippy. Okay, I've seen something similar to those before. Yeah, so I'm like within a couple hundred base parts of finishing one build. That's interesting. I haven't noticed this kind of behavior before. It's just a group of fish just hanging out. Hiding almost like... I don't know if that's accidental behavior because of the cave system right there. Or what that is. Who's the first to discover glitch building? Huh. I have no idea. I have no idea who the first known glitch builder was. I'd be fascinated. Probably someone that I've never heard of or haven't heard of in a very long time. You know, Captain Steve might have that kind of information. Perhaps DG squared might have some of that information. I'm not really sure. And it's probably more akin to, you know, how like what do you call it? Convergent discovery or convergent something where, you know, most civilizations happen upon a very similar thing all at once. I can see how players familiar with glitch building in other games might have tried to glitch build here and kind of independently come across ways to do that within this game at the same time. So it's more likely a group of people than just a singular person. That's how I would see it anyway. Anyone trying to claim to be the very first one, that seems kind of misleading. Oh wait, I missed the last one underwater. Dorp. Alright, one last one. Let's get it. I get sidetracked so easily sometimes. A little bit of ADHD, a little bit of NipNip. All chill. Okay, the last aquatic fauna is not showing up. I might need to get to some deeper water. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those colors. Let's gotta get a couple pictures of this. Okay. Like to mess around with the position. I like this. I also kind of like the side. And I think I like this better. Get everything into frame the way I want it. Get rid of that vignette. Come on, Sean, get rid of that vignette. Hey, Saigon Jen. Glad you could join us today. There we go. That's pretty cool. Let me snap that one. Oh man, I just love those colors. I was just about to leave the water again. Ah, and there they showed up. Finally. Oops, got the kelp instead. There we go. That's the ticket. Now we're out of here. Oh, that's a pretty sweet island. Oh, is that a cave right next to the island? Those can be fun. That one just goes right into the water though. Oh, nice. That's another thing I have noticed, that the caves already look a little bit better too. They didn't change the flora, but they did tweak the coloration. And that's pretty cool right there. Alright, so let's make it up to the space station, and from there we'll swing by a couple of my base builds that I've been working on. Not completely finished, but getting there. I'll be glad to get a couple of these wrapped up so I can start other projects. I still haven't even... I've kind of started my Halloween build on that one planet in Calypso. Started on it, but part of it's going to be a Blender project. But there's still a couple of things I need to learn on Blender before I can do the part of it that I need. Then I can just do regular building for the rest of it. This is a little duller in color from a lot of the space stations that I've seen. What do we have here? Got a C-class. Whoa, dude. Oh, nice. Oh, man. All right, Joyroth, thank you for joining in. Appreciate you dropping by. Have a great day. We'll catch you later. Especially if you're going to go against Delta later on. I'll be there for that. Alright, I need to snap a couple shots of this. Very odd mix of colors. I'll get this shot. This is a little bit better with that light glare on it. Okay. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Let's get some glyphs in there. We'll zoom in. And we'll go snap that. Now the trick is... I don't know what planet this is based off, so I'm going to do a reload real quick after we check out this ship right here. Okay, just wanted to see the colors. It looked interesting from the side, but not as interesting up close. Alright, we're going to do a reload. And see what figure out what planet we had to reload on in order to get that alien to show up here. And while you're all here hanging out, if you don't mind hitting that like button or giving a subscribe if you haven't already done that, it'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, alright, now I can't leave. I need to figure out which planet we need to reload on in order to get the alien here. Alright, so what we'll do is come over here, start off on the first planet we were on. Wait, did we reload while we were on one of the planets? Ah, damn, I can't remember. Let's go back here. This is where we started off. That might be where we need to, because that's where I loaded in from. Oh, hilarious. What? See, that's the kind of thing that would happen when I first started playing. As soon as you'd get to a place, you'd fall right through the terrain. Hilarious. Alright, we got a save point. Let's reload that. And then we'll fly back to the space station. And see if that alien has shown back up. I suspect that that is the case. Let's check that hypothesis. Oh, but wait. As I get distracted, I have to fly through the cave, fly through the cave, fly through the cave. I'm not doing the right ship for this. Shield damaged. Greetings, Slashing Lake. That is an interesting name. I dig it. Slashing Lake. Is that because you like horror films or something else? Either way, glad you could join us today. Very smooth, shock and awe. Very smooth. Like butter. Just slid right through that cave. Or that's not a cave, that's what do you call that? Outcropping? An arch. That's what you call that, an arch. Hopefully we got that alien MT. There it is. That was the planet. Alright. I was right. Let's double check, make sure it's still an A class. Yeah. There you go. Oh man, that is sweet. Very unusual coloration. So very cool though. Alright, and okay, that's the planet that needs to be reloaded on. Okay. Now we're gonna go check out one of my bases that I've done that I've gotten like the most headway on recently. And this one is called the Scepter. I need to do a little bit of adjustment in Blender on it. I need to move the whole base over just slightly. It started off centered, and after an update it shifted the terrain a little bit, and the terrain is kind of part of the build. Oh look, a storm. And I'll show you why. Oh, that's the filter from the previous planet. Nope. Okay. Oh, it's because it's during a storm. This is the base. It's called the Scepter. Not quite done, but it's getting really close. Coming a little bit closer so you can see some of the detail. And it doesn't normally look exactly like this. We're in the middle of a storm, and so we've got basically what amounts to a storm filter. Let's see if the storm is over. Nope. There's a little more detail. Got 4 landing pads. I am liking how this one's turning out. It was a massive amount of work to get there. Yo, Ognum Games. How you doing today? Thank you for joining us. Oh, and then there's this little bit down here. Then inside, got most of this decked out. Oh, just got off work. Nice. Very nice. All of these up here, all of these items, this is all hand placed. None of it was glitched. If you look really closely, you can like see how it doesn't line up perfectly with the one close to it. But, you know, when you pull back enough, it looks even enough to fool the eye. All right, so okay, now we're actually out of the storm. It does have okay, this is weird. It normally looks different than this. That's right. That time of day is right. But going into... Oh, wait. Did I... No, that's still default filter. Okay. It seems to be working now. A second ago, it was all red up there, and that's not... Okay. Yeah, that's more like what it's supposed to be. Okay. Anyway. This will take us up to the biodome. Weird thing about this, go into build camera. This door even before that short-range teleporter was there, that door would not snap to the biodome. It just wouldn't snap to it. Still have no idea. I've tried it a ton of different times. It was before I put all of this on it, so none of that's interfering. I've pulled a bunch of this stuff down here out of the way, and that wasn't interfering. And it was before I put in all of the stuff on the inside of it. Not sure what's going on with this one door and why it won't snap on there. I might need to pull all of that stuff out again to try it again to see if it'll snap, but all of the rest of these snap just fine. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Thanks, Saigon. I appreciate that. I'll show you. There's the landing pads. And so I had this little gap between the railings. The way all of these parts converge, there was a weird gap. And more railings just made it weirder, and it just didn't work. So I came up with something to fill in the gap and give it a little interesting and kind of pulls you in to check out the inside. To show you up there. Let's get rid of me because I'm in the way. Glitched a ton of base terminus. It has 12. It has 12 on here. I've seen more on a build, but 12's quite a bit still. Thanks, Rev. I appreciate that. This is some of my favorite part, like the way all of this stuff converges in here. Like the way all of the roof panels meet. And it creates these really wild shapes. And then we're in a vortex of these compound bulbs all pointing to the center. The corners are really fun. Those pillars right there are resized and hand placed. And then squeezed in together. And then you can see the external walls kind of creating this pattern. Like this is my favorite part, like the inside of this. I love the outside, but the inside is just my favorite. And we have the glitched colors. Like a lot of times when you glitch things into a circle, like a bunch of square panels, it slaps these weird bright colors on there that aren't in any of the. Oh, there might be in a couple of those are in color palettes, but not any of the color palettes that we can use. So I love all of that extra color along with the chromatic distortion of the planet itself. And one of the things I talk about all the time in building is color and how everything comes together. And this is just like music to my eyes. Just freaking love the blends of colors in this thing. And then I built a couple of downstairs areas. Got this. This was a fun little piece to put in the center here. And you can see how the end of the spike that I built on, it shifted over. I was really close to center, but one of the updates caused it to shift over ever so slightly. I was honestly surprised that the whole thing was still here after the world's update. I was expecting it to be completely gone. So I can do this easily in Blender. I just copy the JSON file in the save editor, move it over slightly in Blender, and then load it back up, and it'll be fine. It won't take much. Gonna have to tear it down and start over now. No! Like, even if they did take away the stone pillar that I'm on, I'd still be able to move it, fortunately. And that's one of the reasons why I made the switch to PC when Origins was on the horizon. I knew I wanted to be able to eventually save edit, and then along the way I found out about Blender and the cool things you can do with that. So I'm so glad that I was able to make the switch. Not everyone is able to make the switch. So this was a fun little area to work on. I built these little apartments. This is one of the more recent additions. And you can see how it just tucks up underneath that part of the base. Gives a little bit more structure. It makes this extended part out here slightly more believable, slightly, as a structured object. And so I made two different versions of apartments. The other one is all windows, and then this one has a little bit more privacy. But you can still see down. Fun nonetheless. Oh, and speaking of which, like this right here, I put this short, small wall there. This is a guide for me in Blender when I get to Blender to... It's marking where it is. And so basically what needs to happen is that I won't be able to see the stone pillar, but I will be able to see this circle of objects, and I'll be able to see this right here. And that tells me that I'm going to need to move this, the whole thing, over this direction in order to be on that point. So once I get to Blender, I'll be able to discern all of that. Alright, so there we are for that base. And let's see. Oh, okay. And this is in the process. This base right here, I am in the process of relocating. Worlds completely tanked the planet this was on. It turned everything red, like, and I mean everything. The sky, the water, the grass, a bunch of the trees, everything turned red. And it looks kind of cool, and I'm not against it, but this is what it was on before. It was on a lush bioluminescent grass. This color, this teal color. It didn't have nearly this many bubbles on it. But I kind of love the bubbles. Some people don't like them. I love them. And so I moved the main part of the base here. Actually, I copied it and moved the copy over here. The original was still in place. And hopefully it's rendering. No, it's not rendered in yet. Let's get a little closer to it so we'll hopefully get a full render and I can show you in camera mode what we're doing. Here's the centerpiece. And I've came upon some issues that I'm going to have to rebuild some of my scaffolding to replace some parts that I accidentally deleted. You can see right there, I accidentally deleted those parts in the process of moving it. Oh, but not everything's rendered in. But this is my giant mushroom. Let's get that top part rendered in. Yeah, there we go. It's getting. Come on, it's a lot of parts. The other thing that happened with this, and it's going to take me a minute to sort out, I somehow duplicated all of the parts twice. So you're not just seeing that crystal, there are actually 3 crystals stacked up on top of each other. So that's part of the reason it's taking it's like really not rendering in very well at all. There's literally triple the parts that are supposed to be here. But it's slowly getting there. Like this is my favorite part of this build, is the little, oh gosh, I forget what you call those little lines in the mushroom cap. But I freaking love how it turned out. Gills? Yeah. Oh, hey Maya, how are you? Glad you could make it in. I think they are gills. I think you're right. Oh, and now that's not rendering in. Okay, I have to delete all of these parts. So we might not get to, we'll probably won't spend very much time here because it's just not rendering in the way it's supposed to. There, but you can see all of the different things that went into it. Oh, Simon told you about the gills. Oh, you're eating dinner. Good. That's awesome. So the amount of scaffolding that I had to build in order to get all of these parts in is just astronomical. At one point I had 850 or so wires all up at once. And the part count was like 4,500 before I started removing all of the rest of the scaffolding. And then I barely got the whole base under 3K parts when I was done with it for the original build. Okay, so I'll come back and sort this out later. I might just take it into Blender and redo the whole thing in Blender. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, where There we go. Let's move on to another spot. I started work on this build recently. And it's on a purple bioluminescent paradise planet. And it's got a settlement across from it. I specifically chose this save for this planet because this save file did not have a settlement. Oh, great, and there's sentinels. But first, I'm going to show you how cool this is. There's the settlement right there. And it's just on this island. It's on this freaking cool island. And the colors, like, I'm a big fan of the turquoise and the teal and the purple all together. Ah, freaking love it. Blue sky. And then it's got islands back here. Oh, look at you. Quite the maneuver. Yeah, it's got these islands back here that I started building on. There's a hotspot over there, an EM hotspot. And all of this is super close to the settlement, so I can pop back and forth. I can do a little building over here once the settlement gets filled out. Oh, and I've got this building that I need to add to it. Yeah, and this, like any other planet that I land on, if you're interested in checking it out, let me know. I'll flash the chords up on the screen, and I can tell you what galaxy it's in. Or you can join me in game and just one shot. There we go. Come on. Where's the rest of you? Oh, what the heck? Toast. Sorry, Mr. Geck. Yeah, it is a really cool planet, Saigon Gen. And it kind of replaces one that Worlds took away from me. That I had discovered years ago, and is actually a community planet for the No Man's High hub. We had a ton of builds on there, and Worlds just took away its former glory. It was a real shame. I was super disappointed in that. Oh, there was still one more. I thought. I was wondering why we were still hearing the music. And also, you can join me in game if you want. I can. Let's see. There's my friend code. And then you can post yours and I'll add you back if you want to join in and check out this planet. It's in Euclid. and it is a No Man's High hub regional planet. Alright. Oh, wait. It's over here. Here's where the short-range teleporter is. So yeah, so the thing I built was this little... wait for the lights to come on. This little short-range teleporter booth. And then at night, with all of the glowy grass around it, I really like how that turned out. Getting some of these parts to fit just right was, oh man, it was rough. Also put a galactic trade terminal in the back for convenience. While I was trying to build things, I ran out. And then check out the sky at night. And it has these amazing butterflies. I'm trying to remember what other creatures. Oh yeah, they change colors when it starts to get sunset. There's the actual color, that bluish color. But then the refraction of the light makes them change that sort of pinkish. But look at this look at this sunset. Just exquisite. Let's see what kind of image we can coax out of this situation right here. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'll snap a shot of that one. Okay. Move. No, I want to leave the sun there for now. Let's try this out. It's hard to get everything to line up just right sometimes. Trying to add like visual interest at all the different layers of the image. And it just takes some playing around with. Zoom back in, we'll get a little different angle. So we get a little bit more of the reflection. And as with everything, I might look at this later on and go, I just don't like the I don't like the composition. Let's try this one. Got a little bit of that other butterfly in there. Alright, now we got the whole butterfly in there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Get a shot of that. And then I want to move the sun over here, I think. And you see how that fundamentally changes the image. drop the sun just a little bit lower. Yeah, okay, I like it there. Okay. Make sure I've got all of the butterfly tail in the image. That's not always easy. There we go. That's lining up pretty well. Yeah. Very nice. A little bit of a reflection in the foreground. Both butterflies. Got the sunlight off to the right, and it kind of cascades that yellow glow. Intense over on the right side, and it tapers off as it goes to the left side. Then you've got the little waves of purple for movement in the image. And you just play with it until you see the image unfold. Like, you can come in and you can take that picture, and that's all right. That's an all right picture. But when you add the other elements and you kind of watch how it changes as you move the camera around, and you can see how it can hug the body of the butterfly, hugs the tops of the trees. And you can just keep playing with this until you tease out an image that is to your liking. And this is kind of my process for a lot of the images that I take. And so, you know, it just takes, like anything else, it just takes a little bit of time to practice and play with the image and figure out what you want in it and what you don't want in it, and how it changes over those different angles, and how it brings other things into focus that you didn't even catch before. And yeah, that's kind of my process for doing a lot of this stuff. And kind of the process for how I build bases as well. I'll build something, put another layer into it, and then I'll step back and kind of move around and look at it. It's like, is that, is that how I want to keep it? Do I want to change it? Like, how does it look as you move around? That's some of the things I like to keep in mind. Receive an anomalous broadcast. Demand answers from Tevis. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Anyone with their eyes open could see a sentinel spike of that magnitude, even if they weren't spying on you. What happened? Did they leave any interesting tidbits behind? See what you can find, then come to the anomaly. I have to know more. Zesty says, sorry, was on a long phone call during a chunk of the stream. Saigon Jin, how dare? What were you thinking? All right, just an FYI, it is currently 4:20 on the West Coast. 4:20 on the West Coast. All right, We've got enormous metal cogs and once useful springs. So you mean to tell me that I am producing daily springs that are not useful? I'm producing that. Producing once useful springs. Man, I need to change that. That seems kind of ridiculous. Shock and awe. I think that's Zesty's second strike tonight. You're right, that is bad, Zesty. Okay. Was I done? Back over here. I think I showed you. I haven't really done much over here in the way of building. I did build an EM field over here. I was going to make a fancy little design, but I was in a hurry. I'll have to come back and make a fancy design out of all that. I feel like I'm swimming through a bottle of champagne. I like the bubbles. Okay, let's wait. Since we're here, I think wanted to see what else. Oh yeah, so this was turned into this used to be a green glowing grass planet, and it was okay looking, but like it kind of paled in comparison to some of the other cooler ones that I had seen before. And so it did convert to all of this. So I have been here and I have checked all of this out. So let's, oh yeah, so if you like, I've posted this around in a few different Discords today. If you like the, if you're a big fan of using the wonders in your builds, and also like the fire trees on those hot planets, then I've got the planet for you. Sort of this dark yellow sky, rust colored dirt, and then it's got all of these fire trees. Like, these are so freaking cool. I used them as a little shrunken down table topper on one of my bases, and they looked really nice. They look amazing as wonders on, other planets in your builds. Here's another one. And the really cool thing about this one in particular is that there are 4 different trees. So we've got the big giant one with the little drops hanging on it. And that's this one large center and then 4 smaller nodules around it. And then this one is just 4 small nodules. And then we've got this one that looks like an upside down Reese's peanut butter cup. And then this one that looks, I don't know, it looks kind of like a mushroom. Well, they're all kind of mushroom-like in all reality. But this one looks like that pointy-topped classic mushroom. So yeah, I've posted this around in a number of discords like Inras, I think Deltas, Chimera, No Man's High, one or two other places I think, if I remember correctly. But check this out as we go into night. We are on a hot moon. And these just look incredible at night up against the night sky. Really peaceful. Super chill. I have no idea what I'm going to build here, but it should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, get that NipNip, Zesty. Get it. So there's these are cool too, these little clamshell things. Looks like a little fire pearl on the inside. That would be cool to have as an actual clam in the water, like superheated waters of some of these planets. This would make a pretty cool wonder. Like there's so much here that would make cool wonders. Okay. Where else should we go? Oh, and that I think that's Wepate Vas. Yes, Wepate Vas. Let's see, is there anything else I've been working on lately? I think that's the bulk of it. Oh, wait. Here's another community planet for No Man's High. We'll stop by here and check things out. I am super excited for the update, whatever it's going to be. If it's going to be cursed systems or just like the first part of making our way toward cursed systems, or purple stars, new purple metal. I'm here for it regardless. Even if it was just an ocean update. Hell, I don't even care if it's a whole nother, I know, controversial. Probably get some anger thrown my direction, but I'd like if they change some of the planets that they've already changed. Like especially if it just made for more interesting biomes, I'd be up for it. Maybe the path to light no fire. There's SD, maybe. Alright, why is it taking so long? It should not be taking so long. It's just gonna be a new emote to flip people the bird. Oh man, I think it's just gonna be oops all posters. That's what we're gonna get as an update. Oops all posters. Yeah, like I like some of the posters. They're great, and they have some fantastic use. You can also like blend them with decals. But I'd like some more like slightly more interesting decals than some of the ones that we've seen lately. And we haven't seen a whole lot of decals lately. But I would like to see a few more interesting decals. Spicy decals. Okay, what do you mean, Zesty? What do you mean by spicy decals? Okay, why is this taking so long? Okay, here we go. I think we're... Yeah? No? I can hear the sounds. I can hear the sound. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting there. Okay, here we are. Speaking of wonders, I've got wonders stacked all over this. Mostly of this mushroom variety. And I haven't done a whole lot to this build. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I've got this in the distance. Got that archive way over there. So I built this landing pad. Structure. Put a little support structure underneath it. Lit it all up. It looks really nice at night. And to get that purple effect, basically all that is sodium lamps and the Titan skull trophy. Put those together and you get that sort of that violet color down there, and then you'll see like tinges of purple reflected around as well. And then you'll also see just the blue, and you'll get a little bit of the orange from the sodium lamp. But by and large, most of the orange is covered up by this sort of salmon to violet in tone. And I put an SRT relay. You can kind of see right there where my aiming cursor is. You can see a little floating island. And I've got a relay, an SRT relay. So it takes me all the way to the archive in one shot. I know Beeblebum has covered that, so has Enra, and so it should be pretty easy. During another stream, I might go, I might do that. I might give a demonstration of that. It's really pretty easy. So since I'm using this mod, I was able to put some freighter parts up here. And then I built this little building over here on the archive. Making a little shop. I'll probably put a few more little shops around because those are fun. But looking at the time, I think we're going to call it this for today. And feel free to join me next time. If you can, hit that like if you haven't already. Be sure and subscribe if you want to see more. Ring that bell, you know the drill. I certainly appreciate all of it. I appreciate all of you guys for coming and hanging out, whiling away some of your time with me. And I hope that I've kept you somewhat entertained. And thank you. I just appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Dashboard Devil. And I'm out.